Microphone check 1 2.
Hello, hello.
What is this?
I wonder another one. I
wonder who was the first person to say that.
Mic check 1 2.
No, like microphone. What is this?
What is this? Yeah. What's up, Joe?
What's going on? We here. We live. We at the studio. Dez is back.
Hi.
No Javi today. Javi was in the sales meeting we were doing.
Yeah. Locking it down.
All right, cool. We'll let him slide because he's trying to make that commission.
Hello.
All right. And then we have Giordano in the building. We got Ray. And then we have a special guest there as well. Kicking it, hanging out. You're lucky we didn't let you get on the mic.
Right.
You know
Joe's good for that. Joe's good for that.
No, I thought that's what this was because you were like, oh, but I saw the preview of the text. Like, he has a podcast question. I thought you were going to say.
Can he get on?
Yeah.
Not you.
Not yet?
Not yet.
How many months until he comes on?
I don't know. That's up to him. No, but you know what it is? So, he's walking in his faith. I'm walking in my faith. You walk in your faith. And he's planning on hosting.
I'll be swimming in that shit.
Right. Swimming in your faith.
Word.
Dive in. And yeah, he's going to start his podcast with his own boy.
Okay.
Is it specific to men? Is it more so targeted towards men? On their walk? Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
So he wanted to get a behind-the-scenes look on how the professionals do it.
Hey, okay.
Told him pull up to Jersey Media. Hello.
Yeah, no notes. We just go right into it, and we have fun. I think this is episode like 325, 324, something like that. We should be at more. Definitely, over the years, it's been Thanksgiving will make 9 years of podcasting.
Oh man, Joe, how's that feel? 9 years, bro.
Yo, 9 years flies. Ray was an early guest. Shout out to Ray. He was pretty early on. He was like a year in.
Really?
Yeah. I think he was actually number 52. So he was exactly a year.
I was actually going back to 2017.
Yeah,
2017.
2017. It was like the fall of 2017.
Throwback.
No, 9. Oh, no, that was
like
some.
That was literally a blink ago.
Yeah, time flies.
Yo, time flies. I just realized like it's almost been 10 years since I graduated college. Like what? That's insane.
Would you do it again?
College?
Yeah.
Yes, but different. I wouldn't listen too much to people. I think I've told you the story with the communications to teacher.
Hold on. I am just so bad. Because you know what I just thought?
What did you think of?
I was like, yo, my lady, she don't, like, her English is all right, but like,
Hold on. My lady.
Or whatever you want to call it. But I'm just saying, I just realized, like, I could talk shit and she really probably won't understand too much, especially if I talk fast.
Correct. Accurate. Joe, do not use this to your advantage.
No.
Do not use this to your advantage.
I just thought that as we're recording. I was like, yo, because normally you got to censor yourself.
Nope. She won't know what you're saying.
That's hilarious.
But she'll read your energy.
Now she'll know. I'm just talking shit. Her English is pretty damn good.
Yeah?
I'm just talking crap.
Your lady, huh? Your little mamas.
You know what? A lot of people listen to this. Let's change topics. You know what I'm saying? I underestimate sometimes people in like Norway be like, yeah, I just heard about.
Congratulations on your girlfriend.
Yeah, crazy.
That reach.
Because you know what it is? Yeah. What a lot of people forget about podcasting, everyone looks at like the views on the YouTubes and the all that. Mad people listen.
Yeah.
To podcasts.
Yeah.
So like the numbers are like so much different, like on audio.
On audio.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's tremendously different. Like that's one good thing to know about podcasting too. It's like not everyone watches. If someone's watching your YouTube or they're watching the clips and they're commenting and all that they're really invested. But a lot of people listen to podcasts.
In Norway.
Well.
And Sweden.
Wherever.
Internationally known.
Yeah. That's what the good thing about podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And because podcast people, you like, well, while they're driving or while they're working, it's in their ear. You know, not many people actually sit there and like watch something.
That's fire. Now we out here.
What was one of your first pods that you like consumed?
I think it was Therapy for Black Girls. Or Therapy for Brown Girls. It was something like that.
What year was that?
They're still ongoing.
Yeah.
But I think I started tuning in maybe like 2022. Not too long ago.
Oh, so you fresh.
I am, yeah. Got
Now,
my toes wet.
did they do long pods or short pods?
They were like 45 minutes.
Okay.
They were like 45-minute episodes. And it was really cool because it sounds like they started off somewhere like near COVID. So it was Zoom, but it would just be the audio.
Yeah.
They don't have a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And the host, she would just interview different women with different psychological backgrounds on topics like educational disparity, biases in the household, like things like that. Really similar to what we touch on, actually.
Yeah.
But what I liked was that it was from the perspective of a brown girl, which, you know, tends to not be so out there.
Yeah.
So I always appreciate that.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, I know that we always talk about like, or not always, but we have had little conversations about wanting to amplify brown women experiences, especially when it comes to money, like money talks.
100%.
That's been a big one for me because I hear you and Javi and y'all just be like, money, 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 money.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, totally, guys. Yeah. So like, I appreciate Cody Sanchez, dope as fuck.
Yeah,
So
I put you
dope.
on to her, yo.
You sure did.
She be talking her shit, right?
She be talking her shit.
Yeah, she's one. Even the men out there, everyone got to fuck with her.
Cody Sanchez.
You guys ever watch anything? Nah?
Podcast?
Yeah, any pods? You listen to anything? You watch anything? Nah? You who?
Oh, he's actually a Joe Budden fan. Dun, dun, dun.
There we go. Let's go.
He loves Joe Budden.
JBP.
Yep.
Good shit.
Yeah.
But how long have you been tapped in? How long?
Joe Budden?
Yeah.
Maybe like 10 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so you were there for the Brewery Mall.
Yeah, I've been following him since he's been rapping, so
Word. Same.
it's a podcast and I just
Yep. Same. 10 years, yo. It's crazy. They've
Yeah.
been doing that shit for a minute, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're who inspired this. Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Yes.
Yeah. You
know.
Nah, it's fire. You've been cooking up some stuff, huh?
Yeah, working.
Always cooking, though.
Yeah,
Always cooking.
Yeah, we've been working, yo. We were, shout out to Imani, too. He's on the JBP. We've been doing some stuff with him. We're getting ready for his content. He's going to be dropping in like a week and a half. We're going to drop. So we're going to do that. And so if you guys watching this, checking this out, if you guys are a fan of the JBP and you guys know who Imani is, make sure you subscribe to the Patreon. Fire content coming out. I'm gonna leak one little content series that we may be doing. I'm trying to convince him to do it. We're gonna do like a dating show, right? Where he's
Okay.
he's gonna go on dates.
Okay.
Yeah, random dates, like 3 random dates, and we're gonna film it.
Yeah, that sounds fire, actually.
Yeah.
That sounds fire.
And then he's gonna do like a confessional. Like he'll come back here on the director chair and talk about how the date was.
Messy.
It was trash, not trash.
That is so messy.
And then we might even try to interview the girl too after, and you know.
That actually,
Yeah.
that sounds really messy. I love it.
Yeah, we gotta find him love.
Yeah. Gotta find them love.
Yeah,
Imani search for love.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Something
yeah.
like that.
That's fire, Joe.
So
Nah, you've been, I was kind of giving the tour to
Word.
Dev, and, I thought about.
damn, we doing a name drop already? Never mind.
That's
All
Big
right.
Papa. That's Big
All
Papa.
right.
That's Big Papa. Fuck is you talking about?
Go on.
Fuck is you talking
Go
about?
on. Go on.
Proceed.
So Dev,
Yeah, so
you said it.
I was giving him a tour, and it just made me like it just brought me back to where I started with you, not even to where you started, because I jumped in later. Like it just reminded me of like, I'm always in awe. I'm always in awe. You know that. Like I'm always in awe. Just the hustle, the mindset, the consistency. Like you just keep growing and going
have
and
to.
going and going and going.
You got to be consistent. And I was actually thinking about that last night. And we met Styles P last night. We pulled up on him at his dispensary, and he was talking about it. He was like, "Yo, it's
Oh
that."
wait, he has a dispensary.
Yeah, he just opened it
Where
up. Harlem.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so on 145th. And even he was talking about it. Someone at his level, he's like, yo, you still, like, I'm still grinding. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to, like, go through the L's and you know, like.
Yo, that was a tough. You take L's, but the W's, they end up outweighing the L's.
Yeah.
Like, but you always taking L's. You always taking L's.
Yeah, but he was, like, deeply, like, getting into that. And like, even after that clip, and it's, like, some real shit. You know, like, everyone, and I was telling him, like, yo, it's motivational because a lot of times people don't even realize, like, people to that level or people that have been in the game, in the industry for a long time, like, they still struggle with that shit even to this day. So that just shows you how much work you got to put in.
Correct.
Because these people are, like,
A-list celebrities.
Yeah, like, and they're still trying to thug it out.
You know, that makes me think about Beyonce. She documented her Renaissance tour and the thousands of hours of rehearsal that she put in.
Yeah.
And we're talking about somebody who has performed internationally, who is a superstar. And in order for her to feel confident to pull off the caliber of a performance or concert that she's putting off, it takes hours of practice, hours in the studio, hours dancing to perfect every little aspect. And it's like, you know, it's a great reminder that as long as you hustle, you gonna get it, but you gotta work for it. You gotta put in the work for it.
Yeah.
And that's...
Because, yo, it's not even a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're putting in the work. You know, like when you actually putting in the work. Because, you know, you start realizing, too, the more you start doing shit, you start realizing, yo, this world is small. Like, you know.
Especially in Jersey.
Not even, just like, again, people, even that, though. Like, especially Jersey, right? I hear you. Yo, if you live in fucking Kentucky, yo, you could fly out here. You could fucking take road trips. You could, like, shit, you've been seeing me where I've been going every other week.
Correct.
What's the excuse?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no excuse. If you want to do something, you just make it happen. You pull up and you make it happen.
I do think that people get caught up in the fear and the what if. Like, there's this quote that comes up a lot where it's like, the really smart person versus the dumb person who just gets it done. Like, the really smart person is going to sit in their room and think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it and think about it, and 30 years are going to pass by and all they've done is think about it. Whereas the less intelligent person who is just going to go, like, who has the balls to take the risk, they're going to get it done because they're more action oriented. They're just going to get it done.
Yeah, they call the first person, like, the Spreadsheet Millionaire.
Spreadsheet Millionaire.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's what it is, yo. It's like a Spreadsheet Millionaire. Like, you got everything lined up. You got the vision boards. You got the plan. You got the inventory. You got how it's going to look. You got this. You got that. You got the backup plan, but then you ain't do shit.
But you don't get it done. Yeah.
Because I don't count that as doing shit.
The prepping.
Nah.
The planning.
Nah.
Planning is important, Joe. Planning without execution is meaningless. But planning with execution is like high level planning. Is high level execution.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you definitely want to do both. But it's like, you don't wait so long for the plan.
100%.
Because most of the time, your plan is going to be thrown off. Most of the time.
Correct.
So I always tell people, like, you just want to have a foundation, like a small foundation. Because the second you start going deeper with that plan, you're going to see that shit is going to get rocked by just life.
Does this look like your plan?
No.
Your plan?
No.
No?
No. Different.
And it's beautiful.
It is. But it's definitely different from the exact plan. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm one too, like, I'm one to try to always do both. So even while I plan, but I know it could be torn down in a second. Like, you got to always have that too. So if you are going to plan quick, because speed is everything. But then know that, all right, tomorrow that shit can go to shit.
Yeah. Yeah, especially like the business you're in is very volatile. Like, you got to be ready to, like, switch, re-strategize, like, revisit ideas, like, constantly. You know, like, I've definitely fallen victim to being a spreadsheet millionaire, for sure. Even at work, where something that I wanted to do last year was to have more speakers come in and talk to the kids. And then after the death of one of my alumni, like, it kind of reignited a fire in me where I was just like, yo, like, we gotta get more influential people in front of these kids, like, to really speak life into them. And that's something I'm owning this year. Like, I'm doing it. So it's just like, when you want something, pray on it, make sure that you have the right vision for it, and then just go.
Yeah.
Everything else you can problem solve on the way.
Yeah.
I think we doubt ourselves with the problem solving part of it. You know, because when it's in the moment, the what ifs don't get entertained anymore. It's just do.
Yeah. And I also say set sharp deadlines. Like, don't just like, people be very like, oh, we're going to do that. Like, they'll talk about something today. It'll be like on like let's say Thursday. And they're like, oh, Monday. Well, why not tomorrow?
Why not right now?
Yeah. Like, why do we got to wait?
That's a fact.
You got to wait all the way till Monday. Why not Saturday? You know, like, yeah, it's a weekend. Everyone want to be on the beach, want to live life. But like, you know, why are you waiting? It's fucking Thursday. You know what I'm saying? I get if it's like Friday and you about to leave, but it's like, and all that shit adds up. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, all right, you pushed that back till Monday. And then on Tuesday, you push something back till Thursday. And then Thursday, you push something back till Monday. And it just keeps getting pushed back. Or people set mad deadlines. Like, oh, I'm going to do that in 3 months. 3 months, you could be dead.
Yeah.
So.
You planning for things you don't even know if you're going to be around for.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Which brings us back to the planning. You get stuck in planning mode and nothing actually happens.
Yeah.
That's true. No, you know, and you in particular, like, just getting to know you over the years, like, you are very methodical, but you are a risk taker.
Yeah.
Like, you're not impulsive, but you're a risk taker.
Yeah, I'm a nut.
You are a nut. It's okay, though. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're taking care of yourself.
You know what the funny part is? Is y'all see the risks, but y'all don't see how. Y'all don't see probably a good 30% of the shit I fucking risk shit with. That's the craziest part, too. Like, I'm wild with certain shit. But you know what it is? It's like, because you know you'll be able to do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you risk some shit, all right.
It's like playing Uno. Like, you fuck up, but then you back up.
Yeah.
And then you fuck up, and then you back up. I would use poker, but I don't know how to play poker. So we're going to go with Uno.
All right.
We're going to go with Uno.
It's like that with everything, you know? And a lot of times it does have to do with, like, financial aspects and things like that. It's like, yo, what are we doing? Like, yo, I would literally put my last many times. I could lost count on my hands. How many times? Who's that? Is that Javi? Probably Javi. Let's check. Let's see who it is.
Ooh, surprise guest alert. All right, we're coming.
It's Amazon.
Seriously? We bring this interruption to podcast Amazon. This is Amazon. So, hi, guys. Joe is on his way to go get an Amazon package. It was Amazon?
It wasn't even for us, but it was Amazon.
All that noise?
Sorry, no, but it was still for someone in the building.
Is that door closed?
Yeah, it closes at 9.
Rudely interrupted.
It's all right.
Chop it up to the game.
I don't even know what we were saying. I don't know what we were saying, but we're back.
And we're better.
Amazon guy.
Uno.
Yes. Uno.
Uno.
Nah, but I was going to get, like, there has been multiple times where I've lost count, where I've spent literally my last dollar. And I'm like,
You've
multiple
told
times.
me.
Multiple times.
Maybe you probably haven't told me all the times, but we've had those talks.
No, multiple times. But it's like, yo, you know that you're going to get it back.
Yeah. I think Vic put up something on his IG. He was like, you lose 10, you make 1,000. You lose 1,000, you make 10,000. You lose 10,000, you make 100,000. Like, that's the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think financial literacy is so important, and like learning how to move with discernment when it comes to your monies is so important. Because you got to lose some money to make some money. Yeah. You got to.
I think I learned it too from like being a server. I used to be a server in the restaurant industry. And as a server, if you work, let's say you work Wednesday to Sunday. On Wednesday, you may be making, say, $150. Next day, you can make another $150. So if you just went and spent all your $150, you know you're making another $150. If you just spent that, you know you're getting tomorrow. with the average, like, okay, I'm getting paid every 2 weeks or whatever, you get paid. So you kind of get like in the method, in the zone of, oh, no, I need to hold on like a little bit of this. I need to hold on like $200, $300,
Right,
something.
right. Yeah, because then that's part of the problem is that, not you. Like I mentioned before, like I do truly believe that you are methodical and a risk taker. Like you're not an impulsive risk taker. But most people are impulsive risk takers. So they'll take their last $200 and be like, I'm going to go gamble it. And then it's like, I flipped it and turned it into $2,000. But then they go gamble that. And then it's like they don't got their rent money.
Yeah.
That's not smart.
Nah.
That's not the kind of risks you need to be taking.
Yeah.
And I think that like a lot of people, there's like a huge spectrum where it's like there are people who squander their money and it's because of their behaviors. It's because of their subconscious patterns. And then there are other people who are able to analyze risk versus reward. And they're able to say, all right, you know what? Like I'm going to take this L for the next 2 months, but I know I'm going to be up.
Yeah.
With a 90% chance of discernment. Because like you mentioned before, life can happen, anything can happen. That's absolutely true. But if you don't try, if you don't put down the $20,000 for the house, for the 2-family house, you're not going to know what that can bring in for you.
Yeah.
Like everything is risk and reward, for sure.
You gotta be wild. I was literally telling one of my best friends that 2 days ago, he's in real estate. He was like, yo, and this is a perfect example of like just being wild, with certain shit. He's like, he has like 3 properties. He's like, yo, should I sell them and then go get something else? Adios.
Bye.
And he's like, or should I get the equity out and put some bread in? I was like, hell yeah, you do that. You take the equity out of the buildings, and then you take almost all your money in your bank, and you go get a new one. Now, a lot of people won't do that because then they'll just go sell the houses.
Right.
Because that's cash they didn't have.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, empty that shit out. And guess what? And then figure out how to get it.
Do it again. Do it again. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you just keep playing that game.
That's like the small business cycle.
Yeah.
I'm real interested in that, bro. Like the acquisitions.
Yeah.
Yo, Cody Sanchez is a real one, bro.
Yeah.
She's dope. She's super dope. Like, because I'm not going to say that it's easy, but like you can do that.
Yeah.
People don't even know that exists.
No.
And that's the first part.
Yeah.
It's just exposure.
Yeah. And it's a game of like, risk and trial and error. Like for us here at Jersey Media, we bought into a business in January. So we paid $125,000 for the business. And then actually up front was like $70,000. So the business was selling for $125,000, but we put up $70,000. And then our balance is about $5,000 a month.
A month. Okay, cool.
For a year.
Okay.
Right. So, but then the business brings in around $3,500 a month.
Right.
So we technically are financing that business. So we put up the money, and now we're financing that business every single month for a year. So we're taking an L for a year, about like a $2,000 loss. But then after that, we're positive fucking $5,000
Every month.
or like a little less than that, actually, no, like 35, 4,000. We're up every single month. For the rest of as long as the clients stay. You know what I'm saying? And there's leads there, there's all that, and then guess what? You're done. So like you do that big ass risk, right? In a year, you're done.
But it's also like managing it. Like managing the system that comes with that, because now you're taking over a new company and you got to make sure, like, do you maintain their systems? Do you amplify their systems?
Either one. You could just literally copy and paste and do exactly what they're doing, because if they're doing and they're profiting, that means something's working. So you literally just need to learn it, or you don't even need to learn it. You need to pay someone to learn it. So then that's another like little money right there. So you take out the money right there. You pay someone to learn it. You pay a couple of people to learn it. So it's not just one. And then they work the business.
Right. Right.
And you could do it out of that drip. I mean, you're going to lose a little bit because you're not going to make money the first year. So the first year you're going to be investing again a little bit more money to pay these people to work it. But then again, in a year or so, even if it takes you 2 years, at that point, then you're profiting. And then guess what? You do it again.
And I think people get so caught up in the, oh my God, I'm taking an L for a whole year. Oh my God. Like, it's easy to get caught up in that mindset of it's not worth it. How am I going to be, 2,000 times 12? 24? $24,000 in the hole.
Yeah. You figure it out.
Right. Right.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't even think about that because you got to think about the other side, about the positive. And then, you know what, even the more riskier part is, why a lot of people won't do is because those clients can leave at any time. And then you're even more in a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever business you're doing, it could shut down, it could go. But again, you have to be able to be willing to take that risk. You know, because if you're not willing to take that risk, then you ain't going to get it.
Yeah.
You know, and then you just got to keep doing it because then you got to do it again. You just did it and now you can't, while everyone else at that point will do it the year and then be like, all right, now we up. So now I'm good. I got my money. No, do it again.
Reinvest and reinvest
and then
and
you
reinvest.
Do it again. Yeah, you just keep doing it. Like you just keep going broke. Like you get, you know, Coop, adios.
All right,
Bye, Coop.
later. I'll call you later.
Yeah.
Bye,
So,
homie. Bye, Coach.
Later. Later, Coach.
That's Coach.
Coach Coop.
Yeah, that's
But
Coach Coop.
that's that game. That's what she teaches. You know what I'm saying? But about how often someone does it is how successful they'll become.
Right. And I think you touched on an important part where it's like, do it and go broke and do it and go broke. People want comfort and reassurance. And I was having a conversation with someone recently and I was like, you're not worried about your 401k? He was like, nah, I got stocks and I got crypto. I said, oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know that world well enough to be like, oh, right, that's smart. But like he said it so confidently that I was like, yo, you're probably going to make way more in stocks and crypto than someone's 401k or pension.
100%.
And, you know, that becomes concerning because a lot of people tell you, no, go where the 401k is, go where the pension is, settle down, do your 9 to 5, do your salary, be safe, be safe, be safe.
Yes, though. So I actually, I put up a video not too long on my page and I was like, yo, don't do it. Like there was a post and it was like, oh, you know, you're too creative for a 9 to 5. And I think that is the absolute utter bullshit.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too.
That is crazy to me. Because at the end of the day, people don't understand like, yo, this shit ain't for everybody. Or even just any business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it is not like, yo, if I show you, I'm going to show you one thing real quick while we on this fucking pod. Just to show you and like just, you know, and the reason why I say it ain't for everybody, just imagine having the stress, right? Look at this. This is someone in my circle's weekly payroll.
The payroll.
How much is that?
On air?
Yeah.
$77,491.
$77,000 is their payroll.
The payroll. So imagine how much money you got to bring in.
Not even that. Imagine having to go to bed at night, making sure that your people
That
are
people are
that you
paid.
have that in your account to go pay people.
Yep. Yeah.
Plus the insurance, like, so
Plus
it's like,
insurance.
yo, some people get stressed out over little shit.
Correct.
So it's like, respectfully, like, yo, if you can't handle that, like
Correct.
these little day-to-day, little bullshit things,
Little fires.
you're gonna like, you know what I'm saying? And it's respectfully. That's why it's like, yo, like you could be a creative, but in a 9 to 5 world or something like that. And yo, at the end of the day, like you're getting paid every fucking week. You got to just do your job. You don't got to worry about that. You don't got to worry about any of the risks. You get insurance. You get insurance. As long as you execute and do your job, you'll have the job. Obviously, we have like AI and all these other things that are coming into the world. But it's like, guess what? Pivot. You know, like learn something else. Pivot. Adapt. You know, but it's like you don't have to. Everyone doesn't have to jump to, oh, let me have my own business. Like that shit is not.
And I think that there's a smart way to go about it, and there's a way where like you're always on survival mode. And I think that like being able to balance out what kind of life you want to live and how quickly you want to get there is important too. Like there are people who, especially during COVID, who were like, I'm starting a business. And then 2 years down the line, it didn't exist anymore. There are psychopaths like you who get up every morning, go to sleep at 4 a.m, get up again to get it done. And like you live, breathe, eat this shit. Like this is your life. I think there are other people who don't ever get the privilege of working a 9 to 5, don't ever see a salary, they don't even get to that level. Then there are people who are salaried, who are miserable in their salary. Like everyone's in such a different place and they're building up from a different place. Like, and it's about what's important to you. So like, for example, to some people, the make or break could be benefits because they have a loved one with cancer. They need their benefits. They need it. That is something that's a non-negotiable to their lives. Then there are other people who are kid-free, debt-free, responsibility-free, not tied to anything, and can take a big L. And no one else is suffering, and they're okay with putting that on their back for a little bit as they build their empire. So I also think that, like, I don't think there's just one cookie cutter way to do it. And I think, like, that speaks volumes to entrepreneurship. Like, yes, you can develop systems that can be replicable in different settings. Like, you know, a restaurant can adopt the same or very similar systems to a gym. A gym can adopt very similar systems to a media company. But there are going to be nuanced details that will end up not being the same because it could make or break the company as its own. So, like, when you think about what you want out of life, you really do have to be able to accept where you are and what you want moving forward. You've talked a lot about your history, like your childhood, your life, and you've spoken a lot about, like, the resilience behind just moving forward. You could have very easily stayed in your past, like so many people do. You could have become a product of your environment, like so many people do. You could have maintained your generational curses, like so many people do. But you chose you chose to put in the work. You chose the other way out. And I think that that's something that doesn't get honored or recognized often enough, not just in you, but like in people who do the work like you. Who's the guy that you talk about a lot?
Grant Cardone.
Grant Cardone. Where it's like, yo, he's a walking testimony of not staying stuck in the bullshit of your generations. Like, there has to be someone who is the generation curse breaker. And it's like, it could be you, it could be your kid. How many more generations of this do you want to be passed through your lineage? Or does it really stop with you? And for some people, it comes sooner than for other people. For some people, it doesn't show up. Like, there are family members, men in my family, who are still the same people as their grandparents and as their parents. And, you know, there's a story in my family that my great-great-grandfather was one of the first people in the Dominican Republic to drive a car because he had it like that. And he squandered it. He left nothing to pass down. And then 2 generations later, my dad comes and he's like, nah, I'm going to have something to leave to my legacy. Does that make him a perfect person? No. But when it came to that generational curse, when it came to the error of our ancestors, he said, no, I'm not letting this move forward with me. And so it's like, you know, we may not be perfect. There may be a certain part of myself that I do break a generational curse in. And there may be a part of myself that my grandchild will be able to do for me. And when I was growing up, I didn't really understand how our ancestors lived through us. But now as I've gotten older and as I've been tested through time and trials, like, I begin to realize there are going to be certain things that will be my responsibility to break those generational barriers because I feel it, like I am convicted to do so. Like, I feel that conviction in my spirit. And there will be other things that it's like, I didn't get to that. Or I was too ignorant to acknowledge. Ignorance will stop you. Chosen ignorance is worse than ignorance. Because now you have the information and you're not doing shit with it.
And I believe, honestly, that's most of us now because the information is all out there. It ain't
AI.
Like, not even. It's just everywhere. You want information right now? Yeah, you go to ChatGPT, you go anywhere. You go podcast, you go, like, that shit now is like an excuse. Information's there.
The information.
You don't got internet, there's a library near you with Wi-Fi. Like, there's something. You know, but like you said, there's so many different options and there's so many different methods. You know, even people that do work a 9 to 5. Yo, like, one of my best friends, he's been working 9 to 5s for as long as he got $1 million in the bank.
Hello.
He's got $1 million in the bank and he's been doing 9 to 5s. Now, don't get me wrong. He wasn't just working a 9 to 5.
Correct.
He was saving and living and guess what? Yeah, he got kids. He's got 4 kids.
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to hear that excuse. 4 kids, been working, hustling. Dude got $1 million in the bank. And nothing came from nothing, you know? But it's like, again, you know, do people want to go out every weekend? Do people want to buy bottles? Do people want to be smoking? People want to be buying every fresh Jordan? Like, what? Like,
correct.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's crazy. Even with him, you would never know. He dresses fly, looks fly, always decent car, but you would never know. But it's like, yo, always saving, always being, very strategic too with the finances and the way he's living and what he's doing. Not going on vacations every other fucking day. It's just like, and again, having nine to fives, and he's going to probably retire from the 9 to 5s very soon. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different ways to do it. Yeah. Or even like the people like all the time. I love, when people come from another country, you see them, they be busting their ass like this.
Grinding.
Like grinding, working 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? And then they go back to their country and they live for like 5 years without a job and they just took care of their whole family.
Correct.
And it's like, there's so many different ways.
Correct.
Like these dudes, like one of my, he was my guy. He was at the 7-Eleven by me. Dude worked 7-Eleven at night, the overnight shift, and he worked the morning shift at another one. And then I think dude said he worked at a gas station on other random times. And I'm just like, dog.
Literally, when do you sleep?
Seriously.
Literally, when
seriously.
do you sleep?
But guess what? They do that shit for, X amount of years. Stash. And then they out. So it's like, I don't want to hear that. And again, one of my best, he's 37 years old. He's going to probably retire at 40 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah. And benefits, because now his job has great benefits and all that. And it's again, but what are you doing? Everyone wants to go and sit there and complain.
Correct.
And it's like, again, he works a 9 to 5. He don't got to worry about, paying nobody, this, that, insurance, so that he clocks in, clocks out, does his job, and that's it.
I read a book at work, and one of the analogies that they use is like, a lot of you guys like to drive the BMW, the bitching, moaning, and whining car. And that's why you don't get anywhere, because you're too busy driving the BMW. And it's true. Like, you can sit there and bitch and moan, but don't expect for anything to change. Like, you're going to spiral. You're going to go on a downward spiral. And, obviously, like, specifically with this platform, mental health is really important. And, like, the way that we think about, the way that we should think about mindfulness and focus and motivation and determination and grit. Obsession can be a good thing. Obsession can be good when it's targeted. Like, you can choose to obsess over negative thoughts, or you can choose to obsess over that small business that might take off. Like, you can choose what you want to obsess over. It's the same thing with anxiousness. Like, you can choose to put your anxiousness at rest and take action. Because anxiousness typically follows the fact that, like, you're in your mind, you're spiraling. And I don't know, it's, for me, like, I try to take, like, a more therapeutic perspective to, like, excuses, because my therapist has already, like, told me, like, your excuses are masked with something deeper. And, like, obviously when there's shit to get done, like, there's no time for that. Like, you need to be strategic, you need to move, you need to execute. But a lot of the times, laziness is masked as something else. Excuses are masked as something else. And until you get to the deeper root of why you are, quote, lazy, you're not going to fix it. You're going to stay in your laziness. For example, I can be a very, I'm an overthinker. I can be an overthinker. If I sit with the idea of I am an overthinker and that's it, it's not going to do anything except for keep me in my overthinking. I'm going to continue thinking about my overthinking, and it just becomes a vicious pattern. As opposed to saying, I recognize that I'm an overthinker, and I recognize right now that I am in a pattern. I am living within a pattern right now. What is a healthy thing that I can do that can move me out of this mindset and into a more positive mindset? But most people, especially people who don't have access to therapy, they sit in their misery, and misery being a hard word for their depression, for their anxiousness, for their self-limiting beliefs. They truly, fully believe them and let them define who they are and never move forward, because instead of allowing themselves the grace to understand with curiosity, why is this happening, they attack themselves. You will never lose weight. You will never meet your goal. You will never change the habit if you are in a mindset of attacking yourself. Because it is literally the complete opposite. Attacking yourself will never bear the fruit of your seeds. You're going to poison yourself. That's poisoning yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that. And then they wonder why they're not seeing results. Because you're being nasty to yourself. You're your own biggest villain. Yeah. You're your own op. Like, of course, shit's not happening for you. Like, you're literally miserable. You can't see strategically when you're in that mindset.
Yeah. And I think at the same time, like, while it's always good too to find like the root and all that, it's just like you said, just worry about today. You know, handle today. You'll figure out like a little later, like it'll come to you, maybe why, hopefully. You know, like why, what was underneath all that, if there was anything. Because I also sometimes believe sometimes it ain't that deep. Sometimes I believe it both ways. Sometimes I think it's just you ain't just doing shit. Sometimes I don't think it's so like everyone always wants to say it's because it is thing you went through when you were 2 and you're living with it every single day, bro. Get over that. That was when you were 2. Respectfully. You have to work on today. It's like you said, it's to me, you said something about excuses. To me, that's just an excuse, right? Focus on today, tomorrow, the next day. Keep pushing every single day like it's a new day. Because if you wait for the fucking stars to align, the clouds to spread, and you wait for all that, for you to figure out what was, you're going to be wasting a lot of time.
That was like, I dated somebody a few years ago who was like, no, it's just going to happen for me. I just know it. It's just going to happen for me. And would do nothing. Would do nothing. No. It's just going to happen. I just know it. And it's like, homie, your false confidence plus your inaction, you're going to stay exactly where you are.
Yeah, you got to actually put in the work.
Right. Like you can't, the confidence is great. Yeah, you need that. You need to believe in yourself. But you're not doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, no. God loves all of us. You got to put in the work. He will provide the provisions. You got to put in the work.
Yeah, that shit ain't handed to nobody.
Correct.
I wish.
Even God's favorites. It doesn't get handed down to you.
Yeah,
it doesn't. $100,000 are not going to fall into your hands ever.
No, you got to do it.
And there are people who feel that entitlement, who are just like, nah, it's going to happen for me just because it's me. No, Brody, wake the fuck up. Like I tell my students that shit all the time. Like, you really think that you're going to wake up and be 35 years old and just be different? That's not reality. Like, that's not the truth. You don't just wake up, be 65 and have $1 million in your bank account. Yeah. That's not how it works. Like, what you build up is what you end up enjoying.
Yeah, but people sometimes unfortunately have to wait and go through that to see
Wake the fuck up.
Yeah. It's going to be the title of this episode. Wake up.
Wake up, homies. Wake up.
Let them know.
Let them know.
We need our gunshots back. We need
Joe, no.
We need the soundboard. All right, because Jordana will be letting them off over there.
Right.
That's what some of those extra buttons are.
Shout out Lil Brody.
Yes.
Shout out Lil Brody.
He's been killing it.
You know it, baby boy. I love you, broskis. That's my baby. I love you so much. My God, he's so tired.
We gotta get a camera over there.
Right there. Yeah. Oh.
He's like looking at you like, nah, I'm quitting. That's it. I'm out of here. No cam on me.
You crazy. You know you got him in those reels though. Shout out to. Hold on.
I got you, yo. No, we gotta shed some light.
Yes, sir.
He's been smoking shit.
He has been smoking that shit.
I don't know about all that. All right? Let's don't put that on him. All right, don't put that on him. She out here bugging. I'm saying smoking the job. Killing it.
No, actually, for all professional reasons and instances, my brother is a very sober young man.
That's good.
Yeah, no, he is a.
That's good. That's very good.
Focused, determined.
That's why he probably gets shit done. That's probably why he's fucking the best here.
Correct. You heard that?
It's probably
you heard that? See? He meant that shit too.
Yeah, we don't play.
Big bro, ain't nothing little about you, little bro. Love you. I love you.
Turn the volume up. So that's it. I quit.
You're always so fucking embarrassing. God.
But as a sibling, that's like on the contract.
I love him so much. I love you.
When's he gonna join us on an episode?
Yeah, right. You
gonna come on the mic one of these days?
He won't say no to you for the reels because you his boss, okay?
Nah. He might.
He not getting on that shit.
Yeah, he'd be like, nah, I'm good.
One day, he's really smart. He's quiet, but he's always thinking about something. He's always thinking and analyzing.
Yeah, you gotta be in thought.
He's real analytical.
I'll be doing that shit too. A lot of times I'll be zoned out.
Yeah. Gotta take a minute to reflect.
Yeah, I get like that. Especially with more people in the room. More people in the room, the quieter I am. Like, I'm good.
Yep.
But, all right. This was dope. This was dope pod.
I missed you, Joe.
Missed you too. This was real. Thanks for coming to the camp. Maybe next week we'll talk about... What? Next week we'll talk about being private.
Ooh, privacy.
Yeah, privacy.
I like that, actually.
Yeah. So why are some people so private?
Mm-hmm. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing?
Yeah. I think, it's just because, people go through a lot of shit.
Correct.
People go through a lot of shit.
But is that an excuse?
People be scared.
So the fuck what?
People be really
We talking
scared.
money? We talking relationships? What we talking
A little
about?
bit everything.
Correct.
Everything.
Correct.
People be mad nervous because
Correct.
a lot of people believe about the haters. They're like, yo, if I put this out or if I show this, the haters are going to do something.
There's always going to be haters in your corner.
Exactly.
Always. And typically is people close to you.
And I'm big on energy and all that. But, whatever their hate is, that ain't gonna affect what's going on here.
It shouldn't. It can, but it shouldn't. Don't let it. I've learned that the last 2 years, like at work, because I work with some strong characters.
She caught that one fast. You guys saw that, right? She was good. She's media trained.
Hello. I work with some very strong characters, and like for the last 2 years, my light has been dimmed in that building where I just go in and I'm like, mad as hell. Nah.
What's that?
Nah.
Put a spotlight.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Just boom. There you go.
On my head.
Let them know. Let them know what time it is.
Privacy, baby.
Yeah, but I don't like that shit.
Tune in, friends.
I don't like that shit. No matter the excuse.
Transparency over anything, bro. You know the difference between transparency and honesty?
What?
You can be honest about where you're going. You can be transparent about your intentions about why you're there. Honesty versus transparency.
See?
You can be honest about fucking with me. You can be transparent about your intentions with me. Honesty versus transparency.
That's a mic drop. If that mic wasn't so expensive, I'd be like, yo, drop that shit. We out.
Peace.
Good shit.
Yay! Oh, thanks, babe.